NFL Network now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Jamar Chase's status is still uncertain heading into Week 1 for the Bengals after the wide receiver showed up at practice in street clothes again on Monday. He and the Bengals are in talks to get a new deal done, which would make him the highest-paid receiver in the league, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. Head coach Zach Taylor saying, "We'll just take it day to day," when asked if Chase would play Week 1. Meantime, Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy announcing Cooper Rush will be the team's backup quarterback behind Dak Prescott. Trey Lance will be the third on the depth chart heading into the 2024 season. The 49ers placed rookie wide receiver Ricky Pearsall on the non-football injury list and will miss at least the first 4 games of the season after being released from the hospital on Sunday. Pearsall suffered a gunshot wound to the chest during an attempted robbery last weekend. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Guess what, people? Wendy's has new saucy nugs. You heard me. Wendy's nugs now come in 7 saucy flavors. Buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, spicy ghost pepper. You can literally hear your taste buds after every bite. I'm serious. Listen to mine. Okay, that's just me playing with sound effects, but you got the idea. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this. If something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month, with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXOL Centro, California. It's a Tuesday. Are you aware? Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024. What? I turn my back and we lose a month and lose a couple of days? Oh, boy. Anyway, good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Carroll.
Tuesday, short week, okay?
Tuesday, that feels like a Monday.
All day long. Tomorrow will feel like a Friday.
Yeah.
That's usually the way it works. Okay. And let's see, what's going on? Well, yesterday, of course, was Labor Day, or as the Kardashians call it, Monday. The holiday, it just kind of skated right on by. Apparently, lots and lots of dove hunters in the valley. Ran into some of them when we went out for dinner on Saturday evening and could hear them. Sunday morning, Monday morning, Sunday afternoon, Monday afternoon. I have no idea what the hunting was like, but I think the sale of shotgun shells went pretty well. Okay, let's see. Gabe Lemus and I were going to go out. He's got a slingshot. I've got a BB gun. We were going to go dove hunting, but we thought better of it.
That's a good way to shoot your eye out.
Yeah, it could happen. Let's see. Macaulay Culkin turned 44 last week.
All right.
Yeah, these days he's only home alone because his agent won't call. And I understand Macaulay's family planned a huge party for him. Yeah, but completely forgot to bring him along. Yes. Whatever happened to that cute little kid?
We left Kevin.
Yeah. Kevin! Okay. So how was your weekend?
It was good. It was good. Relaxing, you know.
Yes. I think I think that's pretty much the way my whole weekend went. Pretty relaxing. Got a few things done around the house, but just figured, okay, be a good time to do much of nothing. So, oh well. It's in the news, the Gallagher boys are back together. Oasis will be touring. Yeah, over the weekend I spent listening to the best of Oasis. I figure that's about 2 minutes I'll never get back. And people are already complaining about, Ticketron or Ticketmaster, or whoever they are now, outrageous fees for the Oasis concert. So what do you expect?
That's Ticketmaster.
You got it.
I personally love Oasis. If I had the big bucks, I would fly over there just to go see this. I was one of my mom says one of the first songs I used to sing when I was a little kid was an Oasis song. I'd sing it in the backseat of the car,
Yeah. They were never particularly mainstream.
They were big in the UK. They're a UK band.
Okay.
So they're big over there.
Okay.
They got some hits.
How about some birthdays?
Birthday time.
Singer, guitarist Al Jardine of the Beach Boys, 82. Actor Valerie Perrine is 81. Drummer Don Brewer of Grand Funk Railroad, 76. The name comes from Grand Trunk Railroad, a Midwestern railroad that is defunct. So it should be Defunct Railroad. Actor Steve Sharippa is 67. Actor Holt McCallany is 60. Actor Costas Mandylor is 59. Charlie Sheen has made it to 59. How did that happen?
Wow.
Actor Ashley Jones, 48. Actor Nicole Hiltz, 46. Actor Joel Johnstone is 46. Actor Nick Weschler is 46. Actor Garrett Hedlund, 40. Local birthdays coming up.
Primetime NFL football is on AM 1230.
Here we go. Going for it all.
We have the Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night feature games on AM 1230. No fees, just football. NFL primetime games on AM 1230 are brought to you by
El Central RV and Southwest Postal Service.
We have happy birthday wishes today for Sylvia Higginbottom, Alex Elias, Monica Navarro, Andres Garcia, Jennifer Guajardo, Andrew Ford, Gloria Cejas, Andy Horn, Frank Johnson, Mary Virgin, Patty Larios, and Susanna Favela. Happy birthday from Kxo. And many happy returns. Well, researchers say computers will achieve human-level intelligence by the year 2029. They're going to have to dumb down the computers, right?
Exactly.
I mean, and besides, a stupid computer is going to outsmart me in, 30-something years? Right, okay. Let's hope, that never happens. Okay. Are you ready for the news?
I'm ready for the news.
We've got Tuesday edition World and California News headlines right now, brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe.
CBS News Brief. Ukrainian officials say 2 Russian ballistic missiles have hit a military training facility and nearby hospital in central Ukraine, killing 47 people. The BBC's Will Vernon.
In Russia, pro-Kremlin military bloggers posting on social media said that Iskander ballistic missiles were used in the strike, which they say targeted Ukrainian military communications.
A group of men attacked 2 U.S. Marines in the western Turkish town of Izmir yesterday, says CBS's Holly Williams.
Video of the incident shows a group of men forcing a bag over the head of one of the Marines as they restrain him and chanting, "Yankee, go home."
The Marines are okay. They're now back on their ship. This is supposed to be the final day of a strike by thousands of hotel workers across the country. They're demanding higher pay. Cade Watanabe is a union member in Hawaii.
You can feel the sense of frustration and anger that our members have, the feeling of being taken for granted.
CBS News Brief. I'm Christopher Cruz.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. Rookie San Francisco 49ers receiver Ricky Pearsall on the NFL's non-game-related injury list while he recovers from a gunshot wound in the chest suffered in a robbery attempt last weekend. Police Sergeant Joelle Harrell was nearby when the shooting occurred and quickly responded.
I told him, I go, remember, you're going to be okay. You're strong, right? Because I had told him out there, be strong like you are on the field. I go, you got this.
Pearsall released from the hospital over the weekend. A 17-year-old suspect remains in custody. More fire activity in the state. The record fire burning in the foothills of Riverside County, burning more than 500 acres as crews deal with extreme heat.
Today we'll see excessive heat warnings in the area with temperatures in the 100 to 110 range.
Bob Racine with CAL FIRE. The blaze now 30% contained. Flames sparked in the Sierra County area yesterday and moved fast, burning almost 1,400 acres on the east side of the Tahoe National Forest. An evacuation order in place for parts of Sierra Brooks and Antelope Valley. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
Stop the Sherwin-Williams September holiday sale and get 30% off paints and stains from August 30th through September 9th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
I had been starting to be sick all the time at work, so I went to the doctor. He asked if people in the office smoked. He identified it as being exposed to secondhand smoke. I decided to sue. It was worth it in the end, California being the first state to be smoke-free in workplaces and restaurants in the country.
Andrea was part of a historic movement to ban smoking in the workplace. Learn how she and other Californians are fighting big tobacco at undo.org.
And it's page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you. At El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at the Imperial Valley Mall. Oh, and don't forget their mobile service vans that come to you.
KXO News, IID Board meets today. Pure Irrigation District directors meet this afternoon. Here's George Gale with details.
The regular meeting begins open session at 1 p.m. this afternoon. The meeting begins with a presentation from the county on a Lithium Valley Specific Plan, PEIR. Service awards will be presented to 17 employees, and the Team of the Month for September 2024 will be introduced. The only action item on the agenda is the adoption of a resolution regarding the mitigation at the Managed Marsh Complex Phase 3 project. There'll be no information items on the agenda. Following staff reports, the board will convene into closed session to discuss anticipated litigation. If any action is taken, it will be announced after closed session. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
And the San Luis port is busy. Several interceptions last week. It was at the San Luis, Arizona port of entry. Customs and Border Protection seized over 1,000 rounds of ammunition and over 285 pounds of hard narcotics. The interceptions began with the seizure of 1,000 rounds of 5.56 millimeter ammunition in 50 boxes. The narcotics seized included black tar heroin, fentanyl pills, and methamphetamine. 3 separate arrests were made. KXO Local News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
And the 11th annual Imperial Valley 9/11 Memorial Event, the annual stair climb, will be held September 7th. Here's George Gale.
The 11th annual Imperial Valley 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb event is held at the IV Fairgrounds. Participants climb the stairs at the grandstands. Doors open at 6 p.m. with a variety of vendors, fireworks displayed, and DJ music. Registration to participate can be done online at iv911.org. The proceeds go to benefit Stair Climb Committee efforts to support firefighters and their families in crisis, provide scholarships for locals seeking education in the public safety sector, and the construction of a permanent memorial at the fairgrounds. Again, the event it happens at September 7th. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
And a lithium tax plan. The County of Imperial has released a draft for the lithium excise tax funding plan. The plan outlines the extraction tax rates and the proposed allocation of funds in the Imperial County. According to the county, the plan is based solely on projections and is considered speculative since as of today there is no commercial scale lithium production in the valley. The draft plan is available on the web at lithiumvalley.ca. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather up next.
Page 1 of the local news is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you and 3 mobile service vans that come to you and don't charge extra for that service. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Celebrate Labor Day weekend with incredible savings on a brand new Volkswagen. Imperial Valley Volkswagen has a lot full of brand new Jettas, Tiguans, and even the full-size Atlas. There's interest rates as low as 0.9% for 60 months, up to $3,500 in cash rebates. Plus, Imperial Valley Volkswagen says, take $1,000 off the sticker price of all new Volkswagens. Imperial Valley Volkswagen at 8th and Highway 86 in Imperial. Remember, if you don't see them first, they can't save you any money.
And it's page 2 of the local news with a side of weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer. They serve the best burgers in the valley, and they have daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Don't forget happy hour every day, 3 till 6 p.m. at Burgers and Beer.
Contraband found on arrestees. 2 people booked at Imperial County Jail were found to be in possession of contraband. Here's George Gale.
The pair, a man and a woman, were being booked into the Orrin R. Fox detention facility at the Imperial County Jail when correctional officers found a handcuff key on the man and 14 blue fentanyl pills on the woman. The pair had been arrested by a local agency on charges of possession of a stolen vehicle. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
New security director at IVC adding security enhancements. A major part of that is hiring a new security director. Valerie J. Hudson has been appointed to as the new director of risk, security, and safety at Imperial Valley College. The Board of Trustees approved the appointment on August 21st. To further enhance campus security, the college is making a significant investment in upgrading its video surveillance system. The $421,000 project, managed by Pixabytes Solutions Incorporated, received approval on October 18th, 2023. This upgrade introduces advanced technology to critical areas across the campus, significantly improving the monitoring and security of the college community. 115 new cameras were installed in strategic areas to cover both exterior and interior locations. Also, among the improvements, the college is providing unarmed security patrol services, motion-censored lighting, and more. And a groundbreaking ceremony at Meadows Union School District. Here's George Gale.
It will be held at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow, September 4th. Meadows is collaborating with AB 617 El Centro Colectico Heber Community Steering Committee to have a groundbreaking at Meadows Union School District for the 53,418 square foot paving project of the bus and gym parking lots and the $1.2 million electric vehicle infrastructure project. Ceremony will be held at 2059 Bowker Road. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And Pioneers Museum has a successful summer. Pioneers Museum thanks all the summer volunteers. They are grateful for their support of the museum's summer programs. They welcomed around 1,000 general admission, school field trips, and special event visitors in June and July. They are now transitioning into their fall programs. The museum is continuing to offer free programs, including their September Museum Day, their October Family Discovery Day, and their December Holiday Crafts and Traditions. They will be celebrating the anniversary of the Ride of the Century with a new event called Fall Cavalcade in late October. It will celebrate the broader Wild West frontier and cattleman culture that contributes to the Imperial County identity. And student productions on YouTube. Spartan Sound Productions has produced a podcast available on the KXO YouTube channel. Spartan Sound Productions is the audio music production program at Central under the direction of Dr. Thomas Tackey, CUHS music teacher. The podcast currently on YouTube is Inside the Blue Zone, Episode 1. It features Spartan students and athletes introducing themselves and talking about their experiences and goals. It's a great listen, and it's free on the KXO YouTube channel. There will be student productions on Spartan Sound Productions on our YouTube channel and on KXO FM 107.5 and AM 1230. KXO News Time, 7:49. We'll take a look at weather.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Try one of our weekday lunch specials that include a soft drink from only $8 an ounce for September Happy Mexican Independence Day. Get Modelo Especial 16 ounce for $5.50 and 22 ounce for $6.50. And try our enchiladas suizas. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
According to the National Weather Service, as high pressure strengthens over the desert southwest mid to late week, excessive heat conditions are expected to materialize as afternoon highs across the Imperial and Yuma valleys exceed 110 degrees. Over the weekend, slightly cooler temperatures can be expected. Our high in the valley yesterday, 112, the overnight low, 81. Today will be sunny and hot with a high near 111. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming northwest this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 87. Light wind becoming south about 5 miles an hour after midnight. Sunny and hot on Wednesday with a high near 112. North-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast in the afternoon. We have 85 degrees, 46% relative humidity, wind out of the southeast 3 to 5 miles an hour. Air quality in Nyland and Westmoreland is good. It's moderate everywhere else. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Friday nights are for football, and we have it on KXO AM 1230. Catch the action with Carroll, Buckley, and John Driffle as we bring you the best matchup of the week with either the Central Spartans or the Southwest Eagles. High school football is brought to you by
Ozoaza Mobile Auto Service, Southwest Postal Service,
Imperial Scoop Factory at Imperial and Acatillo in El Centro,
Jersey Mike's, the UPS Store,
K's Carne in El Centro, and Kennedy's Carne in Yuma.
Friday night, John Driffle and I will be at Central. It'll be Ramona and the Spartans on AM 1230. It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball action. The Padres shut out the Tigers 3-0. It was the Dodgers beating up on the Diamondbacks 11-6. Meanwhile, the Reds beat the Astros 5-3. Guardians got by the Royals 4-2. Orioles pounded the White Sox 13-3. Brewers beat the Cardinals 9-3. Twins nipped the Rays 5-4. Athletics nipped the Mariners 5-4. Mets over the Red Sox 4-1. Pirates, they beat the Cubbies 5-3. And the Yankees 8, the Rangers 4.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, Rory McIlroy says he plans to cut down on the number of tournaments he enters next season after feeling the physical demands of his schedule this year. What? Playing golf? Physically demanding? Oh, come on. Let's see. And Florida State coach Mike Norvell ran off his home field after a 28-13 loss to Boston College last night. His stone-faced expression speaking for him. Yeah, well, nobody around the Seminoles program expected what's unfolded over the last 2 weeks in front of national television audiences. It's an 0-2 start and problems across the line, both offense and defense, for the Seminoles. Meanwhile, the Mountain West and Pac-12 conferences did not come to an agreement before Sunday's deadline to extend their football scheduling beyond the 2024 season. While it's theoretically possible to circle back, the most likely scenario will be for Oregon State and Washington State to build fully independent schedules for the 2025 season. By the way, San Diego State won on Saturday. NFL football returns. Primetime football Thursday night. The Bears and the Texans. We start our coverage at 5 p.m. Thursday on AM 1230. Also Thursday night, it will be, well, on Friday. Okay. Friday. It'll be high school football, Mountain Empire at Holtville, Calipad at O'Farrell Charter, Vincent at El Cajon Valley, Settys will visit Calexico, Gila Ridge at Palo Verde Valley, Brawley at Canyon Hills, Imperial travels to Yuma to take on Cibola, and Ramona visits Cal Jones Field to take on the Central Spartans. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
San Diego, it's the Ford Labor Day Sell-a-thon. 6 days of the biggest savings on an incredible selection. So visit your San Diego County Ford dealers now through September 3rd and get great offers across the lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Like the built Ford Tough F-150 truck, part of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 47 years and counting. Or the adventure-ready Ford Bronco Sport with GOAT modes to help you conquer the great outdoors. And check out the always electrifying Ford Mustang Mach-E with 0 to 60 thrills and 0 emissions. It's the Ford Labor Day Sell-a-thon, and it's your chance to save. Whether it's gas, hybrid, or all-electric, now's the best time to get behind the wheel of your brand new Ford truck or SUV and drive it home today. But hurry, these offers absolutely end September 3rd. So go to your San Diego County Ford dealers today, based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
All offers valid at Imperial County Ford dealers. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service. Southwest Postal, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. You'll find them at 4th and Heil in El Centro. Well, Boeing has experienced all manner of bad news in the last six years and almost nothing but problems. Yeah, well, later this month, it could add a strike by 32,000 workers to its list of woes. The contract between Boeing and the International Association of Machinists is due to expire at midnight September 12th. Without a new contract, the workers who build its planes in Washington State are set to start the first strike at the company in 16 years. And right now, the chances of a deal don't look good, according to the head of the union local. And elsewhere, more than 10,000 hotel workers at 24 hotels stretching from Boston to the West Coast to Hawaii went on strike early Sunday morning, disrupting travel during a busy Labor Day weekend. The hotels are reportedly still open, but guests will deal with a skeleton staff unable to provide full services. There haven't been full services at hotels since before the pandemic. Unite Here, the union representing the striking workers, says they are striking not just for better pay, but also better working conditions, including the return of automatic daily room cleaning that many hotels dropped during the pandemic. Taking a look at the big board, we see red, the Dow, off 482 points at 41,081. The S&P 500 down 86 points at 55.62. The NASDAQ off 416 points at 17,297. Gold has dropped $17.30 an ounce. Oil down $2.86 per barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Sunny and hot today with a high near 111, southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming northwest this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 87. Light winds becoming south about 5 miles an hour after midnight. Sunny and hot on Wednesday with a high near 112. North-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast in the afternoon. 87 degrees, 45% relative humidity. Wind out of the southeast right now at 325 miles an hour. Air quality good in Highland and Westmoreland. It is moderate everywhere else. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Coming up, CBS News on the hour. It's just ahead. Stick around. We'll be around after that with more of the best oldies on the radio.
Best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile.
I'm Steve Kathan. 2 U.S. Marines attacked in Turkey. A mob yelling, "Yankee, go home," carries out the violence.
Members of an anti-American youth group assaulted the service members. The Americans were dressed in civilian clothes and had disembarked from the USS Wasp. The attackers said on social media that they had placed sacks over their heads. 5 other Americans came to their rescue. The U.S. Embassy says all of the U.S. personnel are now safe.
That's CBS's Cammie McCormick. In Israel, CBS's Imtiaz Tayeb is covering the sharp reaction as tens of thousands condemn Prime Minister Netanyahu for failing to secure an end to the war in Gaza and the release of the remaining hostages.
His extreme far-right-wing allies want to see the war go on. In fact, they've been quite disparaging about hostage families, and it really just seems to be tearing apart Israeli society, where, as we've been saying, we're expecting more mass protests tonight.
Now to Ukraine, where President Zelensky says more than 40 were killed, nearly 200 others injured in a 2-pronged Russian missile attack.
2 ballistic missiles hit the territory of an educational institution and a neighboring hospital. One of the buildings of the Institute of Communications was partially destroyed. People were trapped under the rubble. Many of them were rescued.
The mayor of a French coastal town being used in a rescue operation says 13 migrants are dead after their boat ripped apart during an attempted crossing of the English Channel. Hugh Schofield of the BBC.
A boat was seen in great difficulty, coming apart, breaking up. All the people on board ended up in the water, and there were, at least 50, maybe 60 or even 70 people on board.
Well, today is the last scheduled day of a strike by 10,000 workers at 25 hotels over pay and other conditions. Marriott, Hyatt, and Hilton properties have been targeted. About half are in Hawaii. Cade Watanabe is with a union that represents workers there.
You can feel the sense of frustration and anger that our members have, the feeling of being taken for granted, the frustration that we put everything into our jobs, and yet we're struggling to get the basic respect that we deserve.
Contract talks began in May, but have stalled in recent weeks. Federal regulators have linked yet another death to dangerous Takata airbag inflators. It's a driver who died in a 2018 Honda crash in Alabama, the 28th fatality blamed on the inflators in this country. Wall Street, the Dow is down 440 points. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice 5G and start saving today.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With autopay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
New legal action today in the case of a man who attacked a Nevada judge earlier this year.
31-year-old Deobra Retton yelled obscenities and jumped over Judge Mary Kay Holtis's bench in Las Vegas, landing on top of her as she began to sentence him in a previous case last January. He's set to go on trial today on charges related to the incident, including attempted murder. He's pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
A Brazilian Supreme Court panel has unanimously upheld the decision of one of its justices to block billionaire Elon Musk's social media platform X nationwide in Brazil. It's according to the court's website. The broader support among justices undermines the effort by Musk and supporters to cast the justice as a renegade and authoritarian censor of political speech. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, the following the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
He's looking for a microphone. He looks all confused. And I think if he ever gets a microphone, we'll be able to talk to him because he's waving his arms. There's been something gone wrong here for just an instant.
AM 1230 KXO.